My name's Lorien and I run Alehouse Haunts, which investigates haunted inns across England. And tonight we're going to be spending the night at Hill House, which is near Ross-on-Wye in Herefordshire. Hill House originated as a longhouse built in the 1600s. The main chunk of that still exists. It's been extended various times over the years, so the Dryad and what we call the conference room is Victorian. The bar and the North Suite, they were a 1950s extension, and then the foyer, which is added onto the front of the house, was 1920s, so it's got lots of different kind of time periods and additions to what was originally the 1600s house.
Been coming here for a couple of years there now. I must have been here about this my third, fourth time. I just really like coming here. For one, it is a good place to relax for a couple of days. But on the other hand, you can come here and it has a reputation for just odd things happening.
There's a long history of paranormal experiences from many people who have visited here just casually or investigated. There's actually a book that's logged so many people's experiences. They go right through from sounds, feelings, poltergeist activity even.
I got to know about the place from Lorien, who's here with us this weekend, and captured something quite strange that first night we were here. Captured a very strange voice on the camera's mic. Didn't hear it on the night, but yeah, so it was there on the edit, and it just sounded to me like we were going through a certain scenario, and it sounded to me like he's getting brave, is what it actually said, or what I think it said anyway.
I'm going to put one upstairs.
Yeah.
Did you hear that? Did you hear that, Mark?
No.
There's been cases of like doppelgangers almost, so not me personally, but the people I was with at various points over different times visiting have experienced seeing somebody from our group talking to them, and they're realising that turn around they're not there anymore, or seeing somebody in a particular location when they weren't there at all. Like a friend who was with me, and my mum said, "I saw you walking down the corridor." He was like, "No, absolutely wasn't."
The last time I was here was in May. It was just me and Lorien, and obviously Duncan and the owner of the place and his girlfriend. Had the fire going, decided we were going to play a game of cards just to try and, a bit of a Singapore experiment, if you want to call it that. Whilst we were in the garden room, it was just a few odd things happened. Lorien heard a woman's voice just as she came to an end of a sentence. And I thought it was her, but she swears blindly it wasn't. If there's anyone here that would like to join us in this game of cards, then please come forward, sit down with us. Come and sit on the couch opposite us.
Why?
Jesus.
Why?
I'd say why. I think it made me jump.
I mean, you don't have to, only if you want to.
Yeah, I'm not forcing you. That was weird.
That? Did you hear a female voice then?
I thought it was you.
No.
No.
That wasn't me. Promise.
Yeah, I'm not forcing you. That was weird.
That? Did you hear a female voice then?
I thought it was you.
No. I heard it, and I think you can see from my reaction that I hear it before he said that he's heard it. And I said this to Mark because people think it sounds like me. I think it sounds like me. My mum said, "That sounds like you." But I licked my lips almost. My mouth wasn't in the right position to make that sound. And yet it's almost like, we're going to make people think that it was you messing around. It's weird. And I said to Mark, I hope you know that wasn't me, and I hope you know that I would never do that to you or to myself or to the house. It doesn't deserve that kind of, messing around and stuff. But it sounded like me, and it's very weird.
But yeah, it was just a very strange thing. We had footsteps in there as well. Again, I never heard them on the night, but Lorien did. And when I went back to edit it, you can hear the footsteps.
It wouldn't have come from me.
Oh, it sounded metallic.
There's movement sound over here.
You know when you get a feel for a place? I know like some people get the feel for East Drive. For me, this place just seems to me that it's the place where I could probably find something paranormal eventually. I just really love it.
It's the place where you either get it or you don't, and if you get it, you'll come back and you'll come back. And it's just got such a homely atmosphere, and all the things. There's been so many things that I've experienced, but it never like feels scary or you know you're not welcome. It's a curiosity place. You just keep wanting to come back, and every time you do get a little snippet of something, it's what was that and who could that have been? And I think it's such a welcoming place. You feel like you've left the whole world behind when you come here, and just immerse yourself in it. And I think it's just a really special place.
All right then, Mark. Let's get this introduction done properly now, kid.
Well, why is that really
It's blue, isn't it? It's blue. It's all blue. I tried to change the settings, and it was blue or red.
Is that because of this room?
Yeah. I think it's the ceiling, you know.
Yeah, it's got to be.
There's a blue hue.
Yeah, a blue hue. Hue.
All right then.
All right, come on then, Mark. Let's get it.
Whoa! That fucking door opened.
Yeah.
Jesus.
She's come on.
Jesus Christ!
Are you actually coming to do some investigating?
Or some sleeping. K2's flicking.
Oh, it is.
Here we go, Mark. See, what did I tell you?
That K2's never flickered for ages. It's never flickered ever, I don't think.
Told you.
This is the night.
And that's yours, so you can't blame us. Saying,
who's got the phones on?
I don't think I've even got any signal.
Oh, there we go. My scarf just turned the phone on. There we go.
You sure that ain't the fly?
I don't think Fly's set it off.
Bionic fly.
Clement.
How are we doing, folks, and welcome back to another episode of Dead Cold. We have returned to the Hill House in Hertfordshire. No, that's wrong. We're not even in Hertfordshire. Herefordshire. I'll blew that one out. So I'm with Steve.
I thought you knew your history.
I don't even know my counties, apparently.
I'm sure we ask him for history.
Yeah, I think that's stopping.
Yeah,
That's going to stop, yeah. It's a falsehood.
Hold on, sold this for me.
We need a fly swatter.
Hold that.
There's probably.
Was it since you opened up there?
I closed that window. I might have been in there because I opened up the doors.
Yeah, we can blame Mark for this.
That's why I had it shut, because it was.
Hold on, stay move. There's one dead. And there's two dead.
And all the cobwebs that go with it.
There's one more.
Mark, content. This could be a thumbnail.
Batter the walls.
Yeah. You just don't know.
It's a new paranormal investigation technique.
It's building the energy.
It is.
It's like waving around a sage stick.
Honestly, there's that many. I think I've killed like 3 or 4 of them.
Well, you've hit.
No, them on the floor.
There are literally thousands of them.
Yeah, there was thousands this morning.
I remember you.
Whoa, there we go.
Remember you?
Straight in.
Straight in.
I remember you. I like that.
There you go. You'll be installing the apps in 10 minutes.
I'll reinstall the Ghost Tube. Yeah, I deleted Ghost Tube. Sorry, Amy. Is it Jared?
Yeah, Jared. Fucking don't get us into that one.
I'll get you into that one. You had a nightmare with that. What's your name, man?
So we're in the Dryad suite first. We're gonna start here, and then we'll work into the next room, which is the cabin room. Then probably into my room. I'm in old Mrs. Thomas's room, and then we'll go downstairs, do something down there as well.
So guys, we have made our way up into the Dryad room. Me, Griff, we're here with Dead Cold, we're here with Kev and Lorien. Now, you're sleeping in this room, aren't you, tonight, Lorien?
Yeah.
And what kind of activity have you experienced in this room over the years?
Loads of different things over the years. Sounds, the kettle turning on its own, wardrobe door opening on its own.
Which
Yeah.
wardrobe? Oh, that
This
wardrobe
wardrobe,
behind
yeah.
Griff.
That sounds quite good, to be fair.
Yeah, and it's quite. You had a look yesterday, didn't you, Kev? It's quite a stiff door, which you have to turn. It doesn't just swing open. You have to turn the handle to get it to open. So
Yeah.
that was interesting.
Yeah, we do have a lot of fly action tonight, so there is a bit of buzzing. But we do know where they roughly are. I think Griff's killed about 10 of them, but there's still another 20.
Don't tell them that. Be like the moth all over again.
Yeah, that was a bad, rough period for the Ouija brothers. When that moth incident happened. But we do have a few pieces of equipment up. We have a Melrem in the hall. There's one here, and we've got Mark's K2. And he did just come up with a word, didn't it, on the ghost tube? He come up saying, I remember you or something.
I remember you, yeah.
Yeah, that's quite good because obviously you guys have been here. Hold on, is this your first time here, Kev?
It is my first time, yeah.
Okay, so he wouldn't have remembered you, but he would have remembered Mark and Lorien, which is quite cool.
Yeah.
You want me to call her?
Yeah, you can start it.
What the fuck was that?
The Hound of Baskervilles. The Hound of Hill House.
The Hound of Hill House.
Alright, so we...
The Hill House.
He's like, come on, get in!
So we can hear voices.
Yeah, we've got voices already, guys. If you can hear me, and you're a dog, could you bark for us, please? Guys,
We're done.
the Helens of Herefordshire.
That's the right area, isn't it, Mark?
Herefordshire. Yeah.
Sounds good to him.
Are you sure?
Yeah. Not Hertfordshire, like I said before.
Oh, it's gonna be.
He's just fucking off. That's it. Go to bed, mate.
It's been a long day.
Yeah.
We've turned up here all fresh. These lot have just been fucking about all day. So you'll have to cut that out. But on our channel, we're allowed to swear, I think, every now and again. It's best not to. But
There's a good F-bomb counts on your channel now and again.
I don't know.
It depends who's on it.
Well,
I
if,
think you can
if,
keep up.
if Stiff's on it, then definitely.
Oh yeah, Stiff's a nightmare.
He is a nightmare. So do you want to wait just till...
Yeah, but wait.
Yeah, because there's a lot of talking going on outside.
That's the other ones coming back.
Yeah. That's what I mean. It's dead difficult to do when there's so much contamination.
Yeah.
Okay, we're going to introduce ourselves, Spirit. You know Mark and Lorien from over the years coming here. It's mine and Griff's first ever time. We've got Kev. Can you see us at the moment? Could you say one of our names? Could you whisper into the microphone that's on top of our cameras or some of the microphones we've got on our chest? Them little black devices with some fluffy hair on. Don't be afraid. Come and join us. We do have some devices up on top of here as well, on top of the fireplace. The black box with the green light. The theory of that is if you go close to it and you use your energy, it'll flash. And this one, now we had this say a word earlier, I think I remember you, so we don't even need to describe how that one works because you've already used it. So if you could use some more words, that'd be great. And I think where Mark is, we have another device here near the window. And that kind of does the same as the other one that's on the fireplace. It's another black box device. If you go close, you'll light up and you'll give us a cool sound. Again, none of it will hurt you, we don't think. But it's just a tool for us to communicate with you. Are you willing to do that? This is your second day, isn't it, Mark?
Yeah.
Something happened yesterday. Oh, we was actually with you, Ernie, Kev.
Yeah.
So what happened last night with you?
So the door in the bar, visually, I saw it move. I wasn't sure if someone had moved it at the same time. But it moved really smoothly, made no noise.
Yeah.
But the door itself actually catches pretty much continuously all the way through, so you can hear it rub across the floor.
It's quite a solid door as well, isn't
Yeah.
it? Like it won't just like blow easily.
Yeah, and there's two people stood in front of it. I weren't sure if one of them had moved it or not, but it was the lack of sound that was a bit of a
Yeah.
worry.
So that's quite good. The door's just gone again. It's got to be them moving in and out, isn't it?
It's a drafty old place anyway, this, isn't it?
So we've shown you the equipment that you can use. Remember, you don't have to use that if you don't want to. You can knock, you can bang, you can touch one of us, you can appear as a ball of light, as a shadow figure or anything like that. You can move an object in the room, you could throw something. We've heard a lot about this place. Have you got the energy to do something like that? You can use all air energy. Again, we don't know how that works. That's just a theory. But if you can suck all the energy out of us and put it to use and show us some paranormal activity, that would be incredible. That's what we're all here for. We're here to capture if the paranormal is real.
You know, there is a story of who actually haunts this room. I'll say it. I don't mind saying it. It's a lady called Elizabeth. And just as I say, I ain't just saying this, but as I've just said that word, I just got chills.
Multiplying.
Yes, definitely.
And what's the story behind this Elizabeth character? Any history?
And nothing that's kind of proven or documented anywhere. It's just from kind of passed on from investigations and what people have kind of gathered through experiences and
I'm
things. I think.
stuck.
I'm stuck.
Is that the spirit of Elizabeth? Are you stuck?
That made me jump a little bit. I kind of forgot the thing was on.
You need some help? There we go.
Oh, I need someone up to walk in my shop.
So what's the relevance of this wardrobe being open?
So, coming from, what have you got there, ghost tube, is it? Or?
Yeah.
Coming from that, it says I'm stuck, given the fact that Lorien's had that open on its own, is whether, obviously, it's mentioning it in the sense of it's stuck, as in it's stuck in the wardrobe.
Oh, okay.
So, try opening it and see if that
Yeah.
makes any difference. Is the rationale.
Are you free now?
I did actually, I'm not just saying this, but I did actually feel quite cold in there when I put my hand in to open the door.
Do you want to jump in it?
I'd rather not.
We could lock you inside the cupboard. You'd fit. How tall are you? 5'2".
He ain't 5'2", Steve. We know he's 5'1".
Shrinking, I'm shrinking.
And he's trying to squeeze an inch on us.
6'8", Mark.
Well, tell you what, if my good lady sees this, she'll laugh at that. Because I've been saying I'm 6 foot for years, and she says, you're not 6 foot, you're shrinking.
Yeah.
I'm about 5'11", and she'll probably laugh at that one as well, to be fair.
Does she just laugh at you all day? Whatever you say?
Pretty much.
Whatever.
Class clown.
We have made it into the cabin room. Now this is where Kevin is going to be sleeping. He has got his demonic tool, Ouija board over there.
Be careful.
And this is Mark from Dead Cold. This is his bedroom. And he's got the candles and the hot sauce ready for tonight. So, what history have we got in these two rooms? Anyone want to share any experiences or anything that's happened here?
Would you want to tell them about what happened with Carl and it, Lorien?
The Scrabble board.
The Scrabble
Yeah,
board.
there's so many, it's hard to remember them all sometimes. We set up a Scrabble board on
Did you
the...
hear that noise?
What was
Yeah,
that?
that was
Like a
nose.
little...
One.
Oh, that was you?
Yeah.
Is that your foot?
Nose whistle.
My nose.
Oh, I
okay.
thought you had a metal foot.
Needs some oil.
Well, like the Iron Man.
Yeah, I was going to say, you need
Needs
some
man.
WD-40 on
Need
it.
oil.
Yeah. Wizard of Oz.
So, a Scrabble board was set up on the sideboard thing there, the drawers.
Yeah.
And Carl was sleeping in here. My mum and myself were in the Dryad. And I got up to go to the bathroom at about 3 o'clock in the morning. The light was on. There was some Scrabble pieces on the floor, and Carl was gone. The bed was all like an array. Anyway, so in the morning he said, "Did you not hear what sounded like loads of wheelie bins all at the same, like really rumbly, from outside?" I said, "No, I didn't hear that," which was weird because we, if it was that loud, we would have heard it. And then he said he was a bit nervous
Can
to
you
turn.
feel me?
Not yet.
He was a bit nervous to turn the light out, and when he did, he heard the Scrabble pieces hitting off of each other. So he quickly put the light back on again, at which point he saw a couple just come off the board onto the floor, and that was the point where he legged it and went to stay in one of the other bedrooms with some of the people. I've seen an apparition in this room.
Oh, lovely.
So, middle of the afternoon, my daughter, my youngest, she was 2 at the time, she was having an afternoon nap in here, so I came to lie with her. And my partner and my elder daughter, who was about 6 at the time, was in the other room. And I'd drawn the curtains, but it was like afternoon, so it was dark-ish. And I saw a child walk out of the room and just assumed it was Holly. And then, literally 10 minutes later, the pair of them left together. Now, that was the point I thought that was a bit strange. And then, in hindsight, the door didn't open, I didn't hear any noise, I just kind of... It's funny how your brain does that. It doesn't pick up on the weird things at the time. I just took it to be her. Anyway, I said to my partner, did she leave? Because we were staying with friends, to go and see them and then come back. He said, no, we were in there, and then we both left.
Where are we?
I mean, a lot of people have actually witnessed things here. I mean, and I don't know what the pull is for the place. I don't know if it has, like, if it's the place is sitting on. I mean, I'm speaking hypothetically, but I don't know if the place is sitting on ley lines, if you want to go down that route.
It's on an hill, eh?
Aye?
It's on an hill.
It's on a hill. I tried to look to see if there was any kind of, battles that happened around here, kind of thing. It might explain some of the activity, but I couldn't find anything. I know we're not too far away from the Welsh border. So there would have been border skirmishes kind of thing, and obviously through the areas, I would have thought of, as there always was between the English and the Scottish and the English and the Welsh. But there's no history to point it to wherever that may or may not have happened. So it's a bit of a black hole for history, this place. I can't remember the name of it, but I had I asked Mike Cavell to have a look to see if he could find anything. So he went back in the old Ordnance Survey maps. This place was called something else before it was the Hill House. Yeah. Probably that was probably back in the early 1800s kind of thing. It was called something else. Yeah. Before it was named Hill House.
So we've got the door open in between these 2 rooms, and if there is a spirit listening to us, just blabber on and talk and trying to coax you to come out and, play tricks on us, touch us, make noises. If there is anybody listening that can do any of those, could you go into that other room on your own and make a loud noise? Could you do that now for me, please? All the noises that you make for us have to be loud so we can hear them. So go into that other room and make a loud bang just to show us that you can hear us. Just to show us that you are listening. Go on. Walk from wherever you are. Walk towards the sound of my voice. and make that noise. It can be anything you want. Oh man,
You're right.
no, I'm tired.
Oh, yeah.
Been to work all day.
Have you?
Well,
And you're saying, well, what? Been to work since 7 o'clock this morning.
and then you went to a party, didn't you?
Yeah, so I've been busy all day. I had a chance to sit
There's a
down.
bit of work all day.
The-
There's a
the
work for
mo-
about
the
4
mo-
hours.
No, I stayed at work from 7 till 1. Went to that party. Left that party at about 20 to 4. Jumped in the shower. You turned up.
Okay.
And here are fucking...
Ruined his day.
Okay.
Like a trooper.
Yeah,
So-
just got to keep going, ain't you?
We have made our way into the library. It's a pretty impressive library. I would love nothing more than a book to be flying off the shelf and coming to hit us. Now, is there any history inside this location that you know of, Mark, of paranormal activity inside this room?
Not in this room, because as far as I understand, in this room, it hasn't been a library very long.
Okay.
Even the first time I was here, it was in like a transformation, and Lorien has told me that it used to be Duncan and Alex's living room.
Okay.
So that's why we can never really come in here. So yeah.
And you know
You
you're
are
recording.
What
That is such a rookie mistake. At least you've got the power saving stuff on, so you know it ain't recorded.
You can just take it off us. We've got all of that.
What a dimwit.
Imagine if he carried on and it hadn't clicked off.
Yeah, if you didn't have the power save on.
Yeah.
Lads, we're going back.
So is there any history here, Mark?
Well,
Take 2.
well, as I said before,
I don't think they heard you, mate.
So you might not recognise me. This is the first time I've come and visited Hill House. So you have to apologise if I don't know any names or any references to anyone who's going to be here. What would be nice if maybe you could show us a way that you've communicated previously. So maybe you've done something that people have noticed, or you've made a noise, you've moved things. I'd like you to try that for me now, just so I know that I'm not talking to myself. There are a few devices in this room. So you see there's a screen just to my right that you may be able to talk to us through. Is there anything else around?
There's a K2 meter here on the bookshelf. Black box, green light. Go closer to it, makes a sound. I think there's something near Griff.
Yeah, there's a mailroom on the table, isn't there?
Yeah, it's another black device with an aerial. If you touch that, you'll make a sound.
and there's a mailroom behind me as well on the table behind me.
So there's plenty of devices you can interact with, all black boxes with green lights on. So follow the green light and you're good to go.
I think it'll be polite to introduce yourself. So I'm Kev.
I'm Stay.
I'm Mark.
And I'm Griff.
Maybe you can come forward and either tell us your name or communicate in some way. Maybe if you could do some knocking. Or if you have done before, maybe move one of the books off the shelf. I understand you're not going to be able to tell us your exact name, but that at least tells us that you're with us.
God, it'd be amazing if a book come off the shelf.
The best.
Maybe you've got a favourite book. Is there a book that you like, or you connected to one of the books? Let us know. Tell us the name of that book. Give us the title. Or even the first word. We can go on a book hunt, try and find it. We could read a page out for you. We've now made it into the room where me and Griff will be sharing. Now, this is probably one of the most haunted sections of Hill House.
Well, what I'd like to do, now we're revisiting this room from what happened on that night in May.
That fateful night.
That fateful night. Is if, I don't know, I am just kind of grasping here, but if that, hypothetically speaking, if that was a female ghost of some kind, or a female spirit trying to actually make contact with us.
It was actually in this spot as well, wasn't
Yeah,
it?
it was. It was just here in front of the fire.
Yeah, so you two were sitting here, you was having a nice game of cards.
Yeah.
Fire, very romantic. And I'll cut that out, alright.
You absolute swine.
That's a one you want. And when he said earlier about grasping the straw, that's what we've been fucking doing all night.
Okay.
We've been
Tell you what,
grasping all night.
The ribbon has not been so bad tonight, to be fair, from you two.
I know, it's because I'm tired.
Okay. So I'll start again.
Yeah, I'm boring tonight, sorry.
So it was actually here, weren't it, that you two were sitting and doing a game of cards where the noise sounded like it came from, weren't it?
Yeah, it seemed to come from, right near us, kind of like more or less in between us, if you want to say that kind of thing. It seemed so much so that I thought it was Lorien.
Yeah.
And she swore blind it wasn't.
Yeah.
And I've talked to people since that actually know her, a friend Carl.
What do you mean?
A friend Carl, who knows her very well, and I showed him the clip that I showed you.
Yeah.
And even he says that wasn't her.
Yeah. Could you explain to us what it was? Was it something natural happening with the elements inside the room? Or was it something spiritual? Could you let us know? Could you use the app, please? It's all we kind of have. Unless you want to whisper into any of these microphones, that'd be great. Who was that? What was that? Is that the spirit of Elizabeth? Do we need to come here again to gain that respect, to gain that trust? Do you think that we haven't earned activity? We've just come in and we've asked you to do this and that. We can always return back if you'd like, and we can try again. Would you like that? The fuck is that? REM pod?
REM pod?
Battery's dying, is it? That sounds like a battery dying sound.
Hold on. If that starts maxing out to... Hold on, Mark. Yeah.
I thought there was a brand new battery in there, Steve.
No. I know what's happened. It's drained it. It's been drained.
The spirit has drained the battery.
Oh.
Yeah, that old chestnut there.
I got excited then. I was like, here we go, REM pod.
Yeah, you say, can you say one last goodbye? And he just was like...
Yeah.
Blah, 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 blah.
One day and one to go.
In the room next door.
Let's get if you can drain that.
Yeah, if that one starts going, that might be a touch.
Torturer.
Oh.
Torturer.
That's Mark all day. You should see what he does to them chilies. They've got no chance. Any final words, Mark?
Peace.